TK Talks as we interview the Miss Desi full service salon and how her salon was affected by the COVID-19, along with the frontline worker, Mr. Del Rio, and one of our very own comedians, Baldhead Phillips, and how he was affected. Tune in as we hear all these heartbreaking stories with TK Talks 5 p.m. this Monday. We are streaming live.
Welcome everybody to TK Talks Show. How are you all today? We are so glad that you guys have decided to join us today. We have a really good show planned for you all, and we cannot wait to get it started so you all can learn so much more, because all today we're going to be talking about the effects of COVID-19 in Chicago. We have actually quite a few guests that's coming on, a couple of guests right now that's actually coming on to talk to us about the effects that they have to deal with during COVID-19 pandemic, the shutdown that, of course, we're all at home. As you can see right now, we're actually broadcasting from our own home. And we have our guests coming in via stream to talk to you all about so many things that we're going to discuss. One of our guests, of course, is going to be Miss Desi from Desi's Full Service Salon. She'll be coming on to talk about how her business, being entitled as a non-essential business, has been affected and what she's doing to keep going. Okay. Mm-hmm. Also, we're going to talk to a frontline worker, Del Rio. He is an emergency room worker at the Cook County Hospital. He's up and close and personal with the coronavirus patients, and he's also a father and a husband. So we want to get his opinion on how he navigates the two lives in a safe manner, you know? Mm-hmm. And then also we have Lady T's Tea Time.
Yes, I'll be discussing the inmates and what they're going through during this COVID-19.
Yes. So yeah, we have an amazing show lined up for you all with so many different topics and things to talk about. Also, we are going to talk about what's coming up for our next show. Mm-hmm. We have changed our hours a little bit, so we have a lot that we want to get across to everybody. And it's just an exciting time that we're going to be on 3 days a week, everybody. So we're so excited about that. And we look forward to showing y'all so much more. This show is going to be a lot different than most of our shows. We're going to have commercials this show. So if anybody would ever want to promote their own business, their brand, their music, we have commercial slots now that you can play your commercials during our show. Also, if you would like to be a guest on our show, just email us at tktalkshow@gmail.com.
With a Z?
Yes. Yeah. And that way you will be able to get on the show. Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, in between time, before we bring on our first guest, I would like to always ask my lovely co-host, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty chill.
Okay.
I pretty much just relaxed. I didn't do too much. Hung out with my daughter, of course, and just chill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And being that we're on quarantine and things like that, I mean, it's so much more that you can do. A lot of people feel like because you have to stay at home that you have to stay in the house. No, if you have a yard, you can sit in your yard. Mm-hmm. I know I started a bonfire in my yard this weekend, and it was nice just to get outside and just like camp a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I'm not mad at that. You got to find inventive things to do while you're quarantined.
Yeah, definitely got to be creative.
Yes, what are some things you like to do to keep yourself going?
I like to read. As you know, I'm in school, so I do like homework online, and I keep myself busy with trying to figure out, ways to build a business. Because you all know I do want to be a hairstylist.
Yeah.
And so, I just been trying to figure out ways to get around this COVID-19.
Yes. So now that we're already discussing about the COVID-19. We all know that non-essential businesses had to close March 21st. And this wonderful lady is the owner of one of the largest salons in Chicago. Mm-hmm. It houses about 20 operators consisting of nail techs, barbers, hairstylists, estheticians. All of these people is at this one location, and she has had to close down. So she has given us her time to come and talk to TK Talks to let us know how she's dealing with it and any tips and advice she can give to other business owners. So if you all can give your attention to the wonderful and the fantabulous Desi O'Kelly Smith. Welcome to the show, Desi.
Hey, you guys, you look and sound beautiful. I'm so happy everybody is doing well.
Absolutely. Thank you. You look well yourself. You look like you've been quarantined healthy.
Well, yeah, I've been out, but I've been in the house way more than I like.
Yes, I think we all have. That's
Yeah.
a fact. Yeah, so before we brought you on, we did mention that you have one of the largest salons and one of the busiest salons in Chicago, housing about 20 operators, nail techs, barbers, hairstylists, estheticians. And being that the government considers salons non-essential businesses, this has displaced multiple individuals. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel two ways. One, we have to be safe because we don't really know who's going in there, coming in and out of our salon. And we can't do anything if we're dead.
Yeah.
So for our own safety, of us, which you just only thing you can do is wait it out, and hopefully you can. I think being too nervous or excited about it all, it's not good. We're all in the same boat. We just gotta roll it on down.
Yeah, your internet is breaking up pretty bad, but we can get a little bit more of what you're saying. So we're trying to comprehend a little bit of what you're trying to get across to us, even though the internet is breaking up. So as we were saying,
Okay, can you hear me better now?
I can hear you better now.
Okay, you said what?
I said I can hear you better now, a little bit.
Okay, you asked the question.
Yeah, so you were saying that you rather everybody be safe, so that's that's the point of closing the businesses. Now, have you had made any provisions, or have the government made any provisions in place for business owners and people in the beauty industry?
She might have to go out and come back.
Applications for people in our industry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like you're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I have filled out multiple applications. I have filled out multiple applications for small businesses and for even hairstylists. I have not heard one blessed word.
Wow.
From anybody. So I'm just hoping that soon we'll go back, because I'm having to use my own money that I had to keep our salon on, because even the person that we rent from is like, hey, I got to pay my mortgage, so I need you to pay your rent.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to find any relief. Thankfully, I had saved a little money and am able to use that. So I'm thankful to God for that. And hopefully that when we get back to normal, things will be okay. We have set up that when we open back up, that everybody that comes in has temperature taken. And I hope that everyone that we're working with wears a mask for their own protection. And of course, you know better than anybody how much our manager has sprayed and cleaned and taken care of us all.
Yes, definitely. Now, you were saying, they didn't do much for you guys, like you filled out applications and things like that, but you haven't heard anything back. I think that's kind of across the board. So I filled out some things too. I have not heard anything back. But being that
one thing.
Yeah, being that a lot of people depend on the beauty industry to get through, do you feel that beauty professionals should be considered an essential worker?
Yes, but I also feel that we have to be careful because oftentimes, we don't know who's coming, and sometimes we don't know those people. So, it's kind of both sides of the coin for us. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You get strangers coming in and you don't know if they're being careful. You know, you get people coming in there selling stuff every day. You don't know where they've been and what they've been doing,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And the size of our salon makes a difference too. It's not like we just one person in there at a time.
Yeah, it's quite a few. I know, like the
Yeah.
salon and how it used to operate is probably going to be completely different when things are back up and running.
It's probably gonna be chaotic.
Yeah.
A lot of people gonna be running in the salon trying to get their hair done, their eyelashes done, nails done. So it's gonna be pretty busy.
Well, yeah, we just have to be careful. I suggest that everybody wear their mask. I have bought a thermometer that you can read the temperature from the forehead so that anybody comes in, if they got a fever, they got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
you know.
Well, we gotta ask you another question. When
Sure.
like being that you've been in business for what 30 years already, you've seen a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things happen as far in the beauty industry. Do you think that this coronavirus, this COVID-19 pandemic is going to rearrange the whole business aspect of salons?
I think it may. It's going to be interesting to see, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Gonna be like one person each operator. You only can have one client at a time.
Definitely.
Well, that's kind of hard to do when you're a little busy, but we are going to have to figure out how to space our clients so that we're not so crowded,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But one client at a time is going to be a little difficult, especially sometimes when we do generational clients. If you've
Mm-hmm.
been doing hair a long time, you got mother, daughter, you got that kind of thing going. But we're
Yeah.
definitely going to have to space our clients more appropriately for the time being.
Okay. Now
Mhm.
we all at home. We stuck at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows me know I'm a natural lady. But today I have a friend on because we're stuck at home. We don't know what to do with our hair. I
Hmm.
need to know what are some tips to keep your hair healthy while you're at home.
Well, the best thing is to consult with your stylist to find out what product is best for you that they can recommend that you shampoo and condition your hair at home. Even if you shampoo, braid your hair up, or just shampoo and condition your hair, that should keep you in good shape until you get back to your stylist. The main thing is that you want to be able to not destroy your all the work you've put in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna play a little game with you, Desi, because
Oh,
we got a lot of good information from you, but we like to play games with our guests. And you being a hairstylist and a very great one at that, we want to ask you a few questions. Not really a game, but more so tips on how to help people maintain their hair while they're at home. Okay.
sure.
All right. Question number one, as you can see it on the screen. If I have dry scalp and dandruff, what should I do?
I would suggest that you shampoo your hair with a dandruff shampoo, something with tea tree or medicated shampoo, and then a detangling shampoo. But I also would suggest that you can go to the health food store or something like that. Get a little oil like almond oil or something real light and just use a little in your scalp. That would help some of that dryness.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
So the next
Just
question
use a little dot.
is okay. I just need a little trim. Is it okay to clip my own ends and my stylist never notice?
Ha! Your stylist will notice. Bye.
That was a funny one.
Oh man, we lost our lovely Desi in the middle of our game. That's okay. I'm sure she'll be back. Here she is. She's back right now.
Okay,
We
what
lost you
now?
for a second.
Yeah.
So you
Your
said
stylist will notice.
yeah. Because I know
Yeah.
you're good on making sure you check your stylist, your client's hair. So you'll
Yeah.
notice it.
You notice right away.
Okay. Question number 3.
Sure.
There's an old saying to brush your hair 100 times before bed. Is that really a good idea?
No.
Not particularly for our people. I would suggest massage your scalp, comb it, comb through, maybe a little brushing, but not really a big deal on the brushing tip. That was generally for the other people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So the next question. My well-kept secret isn't so well kept anymore because my gray hair is sprouting like weeds. What is the best way to cover it up?
With color.
Right.
With color.
But we
or
on
red.
quarantine. We can't color our hair.
Well, get you a little mascara and put it on there. But hey, it is what it is.
Right. Rock your beauty.
We all on quarantine. It is what it is. What can we do?
Yes.
You
But Desi, we definitely enjoy having you on our show. We look forward to having you again in the future. But before you go, we want to share a little bit about your salon with everybody else. So we're going to just play this really quick commercial about Desi's Full Service Salon. And when we come back, she'll let you know how to get in touch with her. Okay?
Thank you, ladies.
All right. So that's a little bit about Desi's Full Service Salon. Desi, we love you so very much. Let everybody know if they ever want to get in touch with you, how they can do so.
They can, the salon is closed. If they need me personally, they can call me at 773-882-6211 if they have an issue that they need help with. And I also want to say thank you to your healthcare worker that you have on the show today. And I'm so happy that Bald Head is doing well.
Yes.
I'm just so happy about that. And you guys too.
Thank you so much, Desi.
You as well, Desi.
We appreciate you, and we look forward to chatting with you soon again. Thank you for coming to TK Talks.
Bye.
Anytime, ladies. I enjoyed the show.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. All right, everybody. Welcome back. We were just sitting here talking to Desi's Full Service Salon owner, Miss Desi. I hope you guys enjoy her interview. She gave a lot of good, helpful tips. And we're definitely going to use some of those. I don't know about the mascara for the gray hair.
Right. So what I did was I ordered some color. I asked one of my gray hairstylist, which is Wendy Epps. Many of you all may or may not know her, but she gave me some great tips on how to cover that gray up while on quarantine. So shout out to her. And that will be on the way soon.
Yes, absolutely. So we also want to tell people about what you have going on, because you are a hairstylist in the making. So
True.
if you all have need some help doing quarantine with your hair.
Exactly. So I have a beauty supply store that I'm going to invest my time and energy and money into. And if you all need any products, you can always call me at 1708-655-8365 for any of your air controls, for any of your oils, for shampoos, for hot irons, clippers. I sell everything on the site. I guess we're going to show a clip of the site now in the link.
Yes. So if you want to know more about SA Styles and what she got going on, honey,
let's check it on that.
Let's check it out. necessary online beauty support. Supplies.
Right. So if you ever need the link is always on my Facebook, SA Styles. Go and check that out right now.
Yeah, yes. So now we're going to get into a little bit more about what is happening in Chicago regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. How it's affecting our prison system is actually what we want to start to talk about. We got a letter from some inmates at, let me see, give me 1 second. We have a letter from an inmate. Handwritten letter, 3-page from Big Sandy in Kentucky. Okay, these are the non-violent offenders cry for help during the COVID-19 pandemic. They are fearful for their life because they're not getting the proper treatment within these facilities. So I'm going to read what the letter says. If you all can hear me, give me a moment. This is from the non-violent offenders with less than 36 months to serve. They say, what plan is in place once the virus get here? We don't have the right doctors, or we ain't going to receive the same attention as we would in the free world. We don't have no voice, no one to speak for us. Some of us don't have a life, and we are not the violent offenders. Yes, we may have gotten into bad situations, but we don't deserve to die. It should be a COVID-19 forgiveness law put in place. Because if not, it can get here, but it's not when it get here, it's how soon will it get here. This is our cry for help before the storm hit us. The officers are not being tested. The nurses don't check on anyone because they don't want to stop by our cells to get medical request slips. It's just as dangerous in here as it is in any nursing home. We do not deserve to die. We have family and we are non-violent offenders. We can't wait until it gets here to start trying to find help. And when it does, we don't want it to be too late for anyone to get treatment. I know it's something the federal government can do. USP Big Sandy is not where we should spend our last days. If we have any chance, we need help now and something to put in place. Do America rather people die because they have 1 to 3 years left, or even 1 to 5? No one deserves to die, especially non-offenders. And it's now turned into a death sentence. We're not asking for our charges to go away, but a special condition release can be put into place for offenders in our situation. We should not have to die. We are still American, and there is no bodily harm offenders that we're asking to be released. Basically, this is a cruel and unusual punishment because the food is always cold. They do not change face masks often, and the mental health doctors are not available to help. We don't have the proper equipment. Sanitation protection is very poor. Something needs to be done immediately. Our lives matter. Okay? So that is a letter from the inmates at the Big Sandy in Kentucky. Their cry for plea for someone to bring attention to the fact that they are not getting medical treatment.
Also, I've seen a video online. Many of you all may know that Yandy Smith, she helps the inmates out a lot with dealing with the different issues that they may have. And, just trying to get them back to their families if their situation isn't as serious as, the legal system say it is. Mm-hmm. And so during this COVID-19, this young gentleman, he actually did a live video out in prison because some of them have like cell phones that they could sneak and use. And it was like 3 guys in one cell. And 2 of the guys were sick, and he had on like this face mask, and it was so filthy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he was checking on the other guys, being there for them because that's all they had at the time. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that if anybody, see this video, see this live, please reach out to Yandy. Please, write a letter to the prisons. And so I really feel for those that are in prison and can't help themselves at this time. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree.
Because if you die, you right there. They not burying you. Mm-hmm. They burning you.
Yeah.
So your loved ones are just gonna be, hurt from that.
Yeah, we actually want to share a story that we came across
Mm-hmm.
regarding an inmate actually at Cook County Jail. Okay, this inmate actually died from the COVID-19 while he was shackled up to his bed by his hands and feet. His family is now trying to sue the Cook County Sheriff's Office for doing this, and this was actually just a few days ago that this happened right here in Chicago at the Cook County Jail. So that's just one of the stories about how inmates are being at high risk for the COVID. Also, we have another story of a Michigan inmate who spent decades in prison. He did 44 years in prison and actually died from the coronavirus just before his release date. He was only weeks away from getting released. And he died from the coronavirus. I mean, I think that their cry for help is a real concern.
Definitely.
And people really need to take it serious.
Because some of these people are locked up for what? Drugs, for
gun
possession, robbery, and the ones that's not that serious. I think they could put them on house arrest. First check to see if they have a legit place to live. Some family that care about them, and put them on house arrest. I think we could probably help out with writing letters. And, just talking to the parents to see if they have a support system.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like something should be put in place for these prisoners.
Absolutely. We actually have a clip from inside the prison. This clip came from another media source, is not directly to us. However, we are going to share it with you all just so you can see the conditions that these inmates are fearful of.
Social distances look like inside a prison. As you can see, I'm filming the day room at the facility that I'm at. And as you can notice, there's a number of inmates freely walking about in the day room. So all it takes is just one person in here to become infected with the coronavirus, and it's a wrap. Everybody's going to be infected.
So you see right there, that video is just showing you how they're in the cells or outside their cells, and there is no 10 people maximum,
Right.
Anybody. If you're in jail, you're around everybody. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they are being transferred from one area to another area, if you get an infected individual, say from one jail, and he comes to the next jail. So not only, however he got affected in the other jail, that's starting to spread. Mm-hmm. But now he's in this other jail, and he's starting to spread it over there.
And then they're saying that the inmates are afraid to tell because they'll put them in a hole. And I'm not sure what a hole is, but I'm thinking it's somewhere where you're alone and it's a dark place. I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because they are really afraid to even tell the officers I'm sick, just so that they won't die alone.
Absolutely.
That's terrible.
It's horrible. I don't wish them. I don't wish it on my enemies. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's scary to be by yourself. But one, these inmates are not allowed to have visitors, okay?
Right.
So no families can come and see them. Secondly, the medical team that's at these facilities are afraid too. They don't have the proper equipment to take care of these people. So of course they're going to be like 6 feet. They're scared. They don't want to get sick.
If anything,
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I mean, I just send my prayers to the people that are incarcerated, because I know it's a scary time, but we will do our best as TK Talks to get the word out and try to get it across to the people that matters, that can help you out as much as we can. And if anybody else feels sorry for these inmates and want to help get the word out, you can just inbox us. We'll give you the information. We'll actually share the letter with you all so that you can send it out to whoever you feel needs to get these letters. And we can work together. We're in this together.
Definitely email us your letter or your concerns about, or if you have someone in prison and you want them, to get help, please email us or reach out to us.
Yes. So, we have more guests coming up a little bit later in the show, but before we do, I do want to talk about another issue that Chicago is dealing with during the lock-in. Our stay-at-home, our shelter-in-place has increased the domestic violence victim. So I saw in the news yesterday that domestic violence calls are up tremendously. It went from like 20 calls a month to 16 a week now. So it's almost quadruple the amount of, victims that is dealing with domestic violence. And I can see how that's the case because now you're in these four walls with this individual. Everybody's stress level is to the roof.
To the roof. Woo.
So it's like you're dealing with all of these triggers and these things that's going to get people to react in an unhealthy manner. So domestic violence has gone up. And I just want to say there is help available for anyone who is dealing with domestic violence. How do you feel about that?
That's terrible. I feel like at this time, families should be trying to bond on a more positive side, being creative, like you said, how you had, your little bonfire. I feel like, when these families are at home and these men can't work and these women can't work, we have things in place to help you financially. So they doubled up on the link. They're sending you out these checks. You know what I'm saying? So it's ways around not being completely financially miserable.
Yeah.
I feel like I know families that get together and they play games. They do, like we mentioned last week in our live, they do TikToks. Get you different games on Amazon. Amazon may be slow to getting your delivery, but you gonna get it. Like I looked up a bunch of games on Amazon, and that's my plan. I want to order some games, some mental games, some brain games, stuff like that, just to keep my daughter active. The focus is to be happy and positive, not to be miserable and mad.
Yes, girl. Yes.
So I feel for those women that's getting beat, but they were getting beat before this. So
I mean, not all of them. Jesus.
not to be insensitive, but what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, hate that they have to go through it even, 10 times worse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I want to say, you're not in this alone. If you feel like you or someone are going through domestic violence, there is ways that you can get help. So make sure you reach out to somebody, tell somebody, and call. Like there's a domestic hotline number you see on our screen, 1-877-863-6338.
It's just so hard now because nobody wants to get the corona. So these cops are not showing up.
That's true.
Quickly now. So it just sucks that these women or men, I'm not gonna say men are sitting going through this stuff.
Yeah, that's true. It's not just the women. It's definitely not. But I mean, reach out still. Even though people are scared to come out their house and the police are scared to come to your house, you got to reach out. These are actually numbers and websites available specifically for this reason. So do not think you're in it alone. Do not think that you cannot get help, because that's not true. You can get help and you will get help. So please call out and ask for somebody. Okay, the number is rolling right across our screen at the bottom, and we hope that you can take advantage of that. Okay, so everyone, we were supposed to have one more guest come in at 5:30. Unfortunately, that was Baldhead, and he has
he's at the hospital. He's checking on his health to make sure that he's getting 100% back to normal. As you all may know, he was a victim of the COVID-19 coronavirus. And so the most important thing at this time is his health. But he would have been on the show, but his health comes first. Absolutely. And so today he didn't make it, but we will get him, at a later date on the show, explaining his illnesses and what he had to go through. I think I seen him post a live or a video the other day, and he was brewing up some tea for himself. Yeah. He had the lemons, the orange pills, and everything else in his water that he was boiling up to keep himself healthy.
Yes, that's why I was really looking forward to talking to him, and I know that we will get him on the show eventually. But coming up a little later, we still have another guest, Del Rio. He's a frontline worker at Cook County Hospital, and I know he has a lot of information that he can share with us. So I know you guys do not want to miss it. But we're going to take a really quick break, we want to show you guys what's coming up on our next show, which will be on Wednesday. Yeah, so we're going to be having our show Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So for our next guest, he is Mr. Simeon Henderson. You all have seen him on multiple movies. He has done multiple hosting. He has his own show, the Simeon Henderson Show, which he has invited us on as well. So we'll be on his show Tuesday.
So make sure you tune in
at
for
12
that.
o'clock. Yes, he got TK Talks on his show. So we're looking forward to that. So right now we're just going to share with you all just a small clip of the things that Mr. Henderson has done so that you can get to know who we will have on our show next week. Okay? So on.
I think it was his cousin, a guy named Vasquez. We took a half a brick and I hid it in Joe's garage.
Yo, Sarge. Yeah, we got a problem. She's not.
You move, you die. You hear me?
Lucius, you got another visitor in room A.
Come on, Q. It's been 14 months, man. It's time to get back out there, man.
Maybe you're right.
I know I'm right.
Don't you move! Don't you move! Hands up!
I see something very interesting, but it's not on the menu.
Can you sing the famous jingle, United Auto
For you all with Mr. Simeon Henderson. Yes. Did you see him, girl? He was on Chicago PD.
Right, yeah.
Empire. He was doing his thing. I'm not even mad at him.
He
So,
stayed busy. That's a great thing.
yes, I cannot wait to interview that man, you know? So, yeah, if you all have any comments, too, please feel free to drop your comments. We are live. We can see your comments. And we're just going to go over a few that we have gotten thus far while the show has been started. And one of the comments is from Bunny. She said, we was just in the between a drive-by. Oh, wow. So they were just in the middle of a drive-by shooting. I presume. Please be careful out here, man. People are still going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I ordered some food. Yeah, I might be living on a risky side too, but I did order some food yesterday. And my delivery person said, from now on, you may have to start coming to the car because I just got robbed at gunpoint, a gun to my head. I said, oh my God. So, I mean, these people out here still living crazy. And it's a whole pandemic going on. Like, gee.
Some people can't take it. Like, it's like jobs are not hiring. Families are not, in favor sometimes a lot. And people just don't want you around them. So it's like, what else to do but to go out here and be evil? Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Just be careful. Those of you that are going to work every day, getting in and out of your cars, just make sure you pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
Make sure you call the person you're going to. Like, let them know I'm on my way. Mm-hmm. Let them know I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? If you by yourself, you're riding alone, please just be careful.
Please be careful, man. I don't know. I guess that's probably been an essential worker too. So yeah, we have another comment. We have a comment from Jessica. She said, that's crazy because they don't even keep cash on them. You pay for the food before they come. Right. I paid my whole card.
Right.
Couldn't even tip the young lady. So yeah, I mean, people are robbing you and you don't even know if they have cash on you. So why?
Yeah.
What's the point? What's the point, child? Stop robbing folk. Jesus. I don't know. What did you say?
I just think it's crazy. I mean, it's just wow. Like, people still have these evil spirits, even though they have been, sat down. They still have these evil spirits. Like, we need to do more praying and saging, I guess, over these folks. Because as long as we living in this world, it won't get no better. We all know that. And so prayer is the most important during these times.
Yep. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to just pray for everybody and see what's going on. So, yeah, we got, like we said earlier, we have one more guest coming on. I'm actually trying to get that undergoing right now. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about a little bit more what's going on in the world. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please feel free to drop them below. We will respond to them. If you would like to become a guest on our show as well, make sure you follow us at TK Talks. That's TK Talks with a Z on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is available. We're actually live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook. So you can watch us either way. I have another comment. Let's see what we're doing. She said, play another commercial. She said, praying for our city. So, yeah, praying for our city. So we're going to do one more quick commercial. And then we'll be right back with hopefully our next guest. What commercial we're going to do? We're going to do her beauty supply. If you missed it, here it goes again. Enjoy. So, yes, that again, if you missed it earlier, that is how you can get in touch with SA Styles, aka Lady T Beauty Supply Store, so you girls can still look good while you're waiting at home on quarantine. Because you know some of y'all got them guys at home that you still trying to look cute for. Not everybody got them at home, but you know, some of y'all got them guys at home that you still trying to look cute for. So let's talk about a little bit about relationships yet again while on quarantine. Okay, we talked about it briefly last week, and we had TS Vibe on the show, and they had some really good advice. They're in love. You know when you used to be in love.
Man, that was
girl, you only 12.
So maybe I never really had love. Let's talk about it. I'm 27 years old, right? And when I thought I had love, I was like 13. Come on now. I was like way young. Like, girl. I think that's what they call puppy love.
Yeah, that's
puppy love.
Yeah, that was kitten love.
That was like getting my feet wet a little bit in the dating business. In the dating world, might I say.
Right. Yeah, because I mean my daughter is 13 right now. I'd be darned she talking about I'm in love. No, you're not, child. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that a 13-year-old can be in love. I'm just gonna say it like that. But you have to be more so in I would say 20s. Let's do 20s. And the reason I say that is because you gotta have to know yourself.
Definitely. I would say 25, but that depends on the mental. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these girls just like the feeling of having a guy around. You know what I'm saying? because a lot of these guys are disrespectful. Like you said, the domestic violence rate has went up. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, once you can't get what you want, it's war. It's like, oh, I can't get this no more. I can't get that no more. Man, I'm gone.
Yeah, man, that's sad. It's sad that people gotta be like that.
But. So, like, but once you get of age, get you a career path going, get your own lifestyle of living, meaning your own place. You're out of your parents' home. You no longer have to, take out the garbage, do their dishes, sweep their floors, mop. You're now sweeping your floors, mopping your floors, taking your garbage out. So you have a say so about what you're doing. So once you get in that position, I think then that's the time we can try to figure out, okay, well, do I like him? Or let me invite him over, see what he's doing. Let's go out. Get your mind right today.
Yes.
Not just, oh, this boy, he was so cute. Like, all that is no.
Yes, man. That's true. You definitely have to make sure your stuff is together first. I think I've learned that over the years. Sometimes I may have, forgotten that that's a requirement, that you have to be okay first before you can be anything else for anybody else. This is how it has to go, So, yeah, we're getting ready to bring on our next guest, Del Rio from the Cook County Hospital.
Just trying to get that in the works right now. Using this new program, so if you hear a little glitch, we apologize in advance and after the show. We're trying to give you all best content, best quality. Just trying to keep you all entertained while at home or on break. We're just trying to keep it going. TK Talks didn't start this to say we quit now. So we're going to keep it going the most positive route possible.
Yes. So coming up right now, we're going to talk to my brother from another mother. Okay. This man has been doing wonderful things. For one, we are very grateful to our frontline workers. Like that's a fact, so we have to definitely clap it up for our frontline workers. Yes, okay. But here's a frontline worker at the Cook County Hospital. He's a father and a husband who risks his health daily to help others during this COVID-19 pandemic. He has set aside a few minutes of his time to come talk to you and I all about the seriousness of the virus and what he has seen and dealt with as a frontline worker. So if everyone can give your attention to my brother from another mother, uncle from another brother, and a Chicago essential worker, Mr. Del Rio.
How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How about yourself?
I can't complain. Maintaining. Every day is a good day.
Absolutely. So we know that you're currently helping Chicago citizens as we speak. So we appreciate you coming on the show right now and giving us a little bit of your time.
Yes. Not a problem. My pleasure.
Yeah. So you've been working in the emergency room for quite some time now. I know you've seen a lot of things. Do you feel like right now it's the worst you've ever seen to date?
Yeah. I've been a paramedic for 20 years, and
Wow.
I've been working at Cook County ER for about 18. And definitely, this is truly a pandemic. It is the worst that I've ever seen. There's nothing, comparable that I can even think of.
Wow. Yeah, that's something, man. I'm sure being in a hospital environment and seeing all of those things, is it as overcrowded and people dying in the emergency room like they say that people are doing?
You know what? Not at the county, not in Chicago. Like everybody else, you watch the news. You see places like New York. You see places like Seattle, Washington, other countries that are dealing with that. But fortunately, no, we don't have to deal with people down in the hallway. It has not got that bad. I think the local administration, Lori Lightfoot, really stepping up, and Priska stepping up really early helped us a little bit. And if we continue to do a stay-at-home order, it can benefit us that might not even get to see New York type numbers because New York is really catching it right now.
Yeah, man, New York. I don't even know what to say about that. They got it really bad.
Yeah, definitely, it's ugly there.
Yeah, for sure. So I know many people feel that if they're not over 60, right, or they don't get sick often, that they're fine. Okay, but what you seen in person, does that statement hold true at all?
That's truly the biggest misconception. There's no bias. Anybody can get infected. I've personally seen pregnant women. I've seen people with non-immunosuppressant issues. I've seen children. I've seen adults, and we've definitely seen the elderly. So it has no bias.
Wow.
Now, do you know of any children that has passed from it? Like, is it a large percentage in that area?
You know what? Not personally, and I have not seen any children pass. I have seen children positive, but no, none pass.
Well, that's awesome. I mean,
definitely.
For sure. Now, how are hospital staffs handling the day-to-day health problems like crime victims separate from the coronavirus patients? Because say I just have a heart issue, or you know what I'm saying, or I just have COPD or something. How can I get medical help?
Yeah.
But everybody focused on coronavirus.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing because everything is focused on corona right now. They've elected to do no surgeries, no elective surgeries. They've closed all the clinics, and they've really trying to put everybody that they can in areas where the need is great. The emergency room, ICU, they really trying to put as much staff there as possible. So those patients that, of course, the gunshot victims, the stab victims, COPD, we're going to see those patients. But the average patient that's my stomach hurt or I don't feel good, the first thing you want to think about is the hospital is a cesspool of germs. That's the last place you absolutely want to be. You could be coming in for something very minute and walk out with something that you didn't walk in with. And that's why we're really trying to keep everybody away from the hospital because we have such an influx of corona patients. If you don't have it, you sure don't want to get it. So the last place you want to be is the hospital if you don't have to be there.
Yeah. But if you do have to be there, you feel like you have to be there, you would suggest that they go ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. Come to the hospital. If you got, some chest pain or you're not feeling well or anything, definitely go. But also keep in mind that make sure it's something that's serious because you don't want to expose yourself. That's the whole period of staying at home.
Yeah. Okay. Now, also, I've seen a lot of videos, on social media, they have so many different things that they think that was going to help with the coronavirus, right? One of the videos in particular says that patting on the back. You saw the two ladies when it was pity patting on the back. Do you think that really is effective to help?
You know what? No, me personally, no. In any mom remedy or any home remedy, I guess if it's been working for your family for generations, go for it. But no, I don't. I don't see any doctors or nurses or we haven't been taught to practice that. So if it works for you, I guess you can do it. But patting on the back, corona is something that's viral. So patting on the back is more, I guess like you said, for mucus. I guess if you're trying to loosen it up, it could help. But as far as something with corona, no.
Okay. All right. Now, another question is, being that you're an essential worker with a wife, you got children at home, how do you leave such a chaotic environment and come home with the safety of your family as priority? Do you sleep in a separate room or something? Or how do you keep your family from getting contaminated?
You know what? Of course, the first thing is pray. The second one is I practice the best PPE, as far as the gear that I wear. I practice, as best as I can. And, it's something that's always on your mind. but it's your job, and it's something that you've always done. So it just kicks in and you just go. So there's nothing special that I'm doing. I'm not separate from my children right now. If I was like felt symptomatic or I felt sick, I would separate myself from them, but I've been okay, so I haven't felt the need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good. Even though they say sometimes you can carry it and not know.
Very true.
That you have it.
Do
you ever fear that may be the case for you?
You know what? It's always a thought in my mind. My wife is a nurse, so she works in the same type of environment, so we both exposed. But it does cross your mind because we don't know how long this virus has been here and been out. So
exactly,
I could have been treating patients way before we actually got a handle and knew what was going on. So it definitely crosses your mind. But as long as I'm not sick or as long as I'm not feeling symptomatic in any way, I keep pushing.
Yeah. Okay. So we have another question. We want to know as much as we can because you're the one that's up close and personal with this coronavirus. And, we hear so much on the TV, but we don't really know until we talk to somebody who's seen it firsthand. So do you have talks with your children on how to stay safe? What do you tell them to do?
You know what? To be honest with you, I try to follow the stay-at-home order for the children as much as possible, and there's no need for them to go out. When we do go out and go for a ride or we happen to take the kids out, they mask up, and we're constantly reminding them about hand washing. And outside of that, everything is pretty much the same. Anytime we've come in contact with anybody we've known, we've encouraged to just do a little elbow bump, versus a hug or a normal handshake, just till we get over this, and because you just never know.
Yeah.
Now, out of this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, what is something positive that you and your family do to get over this?
You know what? We're a pretty tight-knit family, so it's kind of the norm for us. So we still do the norm, just the watching the movies and playing the video games and hanging out, So we're always in each other's company. So this pretty normal for us, with the exception of not being to go out for the restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
So who's the better cook, you or your wife?
I had to give it to my
Answer
wife.
it with caution. Answer with caution, okay?
I definitely have to give it to my wife. She's definitely
Team Carrie. Yes.
Hands down.
Well, I know you got to get back to work because you definitely took time out of your busy schedule to come talk to us. But before you go, can you share with our viewers techniques that can be helpful to do at home if them or someone that they know in their household is suspected of having the virus? Just give us a yes or no to these home remedies. How about that?
Okay.
So boil water and inhale it through your nose and mouth. Is that a fact that's helpful?
I have to say not a fact. not a fact.
Okay. Drink hot tea with lemon, ginger, and honey often.
It definitely loosens up mucus, But if we talk about corona, tea ain't gonna help it.
Okay. All right. Get a humidifier.
Yeah. If you have an issue with your breathing and you need one, definitely get it.
Okay. Sleep on your stomach more than your back.
No, no opinion.
Okay.
Whichever one feels more comfortable.
Right.
Well, this is the thing. This is what people are putting out here that's supposed to help you with the coronavirus. So that's why I want to ask the frontline worker personally, is these things actually beneficial?
Yeah, I haven't heard any of those things. What I have heard? I have heard zinc and vitamin C and a lot of fluids to help fight the virus. And that's what I've heard, because there is no cure. And not to take ibuprofen.
To take ibuprofen.
To stay away from ibuprofen. If you have a fever, use Tylenol.
Wow. Do you know why they say you have to stay away from ibuprofen?
I just know in the cases that they've tried to give it to patients, it hasn't worked well with those patients who've been positive for COVID.
Wow, that's interesting. Because before all of this, we pop ibuprofen every time we need some.
You exactly.
My knee hurt, ibuprofen.
Yeah.
My back hurt,
Yeah.
ibuprofen.
You got it. Exactly.
Wow,
so for this time being, that's definitely something you want to stay away from. I would suggest.
Well, thank you for joining me.
She has the
no.
So much, huh?
I say, oh no.
Right. Right. Not in the middle of us talking about it.
That's why I had to jump on. I was like, oh Lord. Right here, that one just start coughing. Like, you can't cough these days because everybody thinks as soon as you cough.
Hey, they looking at you now. Hey, hold on now.
I know they was like, this is what the show's got.
You see, I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm like, hold on now.
No, people, this is a regular cough. Got me off guard. I'm sorry. But you know what, Dario? We definitely appreciate you coming on the show today.
Most definitely.
Are you at work right now?
No, I'm not. Today was off day. I had to work this weekend, so I'm relaxing at home.
That's good. That's good. So use this time, utilize it, and spend it with your kids, movie night, bake a cake, something happy.
Yeah,
and,
they'll find something for me to do.
Yes. Go back, find this live, and share it on all your social media. Tell all your people to follow us at TK Talks, because we definitely appreciate you, my brother.
Hey, will do, man. Y'all take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Yes, you guys, that was I love talking to him. He has some really good helpful tips for you all.
Yeah, I did hear that we're not supposed to take ibuprofen anymore. And not that I've never liked that pain pill, by the way. Just letting you know. I always dealt with Tylenol in the process. Because that's what I was introduced to earlier on, when I was going through pain. And so I don't even know where they came up with ibuprofen from. Anyway.
Yeah, that's weird though. That is now like don't take it, and it used to be always take it. So I think it's weird that they changed it. But when you messing with I think a man-made. Somebody told me put that mask on. Stop being disrespectful. I'm sorry. Don't wish that on me, okay? We're here to inform you all about.
I think she swallowed
how to live amongst the coronavirus era. We're just here to share as much information as we can for you all today. If you missed it, if you came to our show late, you missed a ton of information. We had Desi here from Desi's Full Service Salon. She talked about how non-essential business owners are dealing with the closings of their business since coronavirus.
And she gave some great advice for those that are quarantining at home, what to do with your hair. And, always get in touch with your stylist. If you need to know, okay, what product should I use? What oil should I use? If I cut my hair, would you? Yeah, so just keep in contact with a stylist while you're at home during this time.
Absolutely. And yeah, we were supposed to have Baldhead Phillips, the comedian who survived the COVID-19. He wasn't able to come to us today because he's now still taking care of himself at the hospital. We wish him well. We hope nothing but the best for him, and we hope to get him on the show soon once he's feeling a lot better. So don't, count that interview out because it's coming. We also, as you just seen, our final interview of the day was from our lovely Daria, frontline worker at the Cook County Hospital in Chicago. So we want to say thank you guys so much, you frontline workers, those who are out here every day in the midst of all of this chaos, still out here trying to make the world operate. We definitely appreciate what you guys do. Nurses, doctors, delivery people.
Also, if you're, ordering your food online, those people that's picking your food out, make sure when you get your food, you're re-washing. You spraying them bags down when you get that delivery. That's for anything from Amazon, from Amazon Fresh, anything that comes to your front door, make sure you handle it with gloves and you spray your package.
Absolutely.
Because I have heard of people catching corona from even checking the mail.
Well, see, we heard a lot of stuff, but we just heard from frontline working. A lot of stuff we hear ain't real, ain't true.
Well, just be safe.
Just be safe, though. You know, just be safe. Just be safe. Also, we already let you guys know that our next show is happening Wednesday, 5 p.m. right here, same place, same station, home, TK Talks page. Mm-hmm. We will be having our wonderful and lovely Simeon Henderson on the show. He is an actor, producer, and a host. He's been seen on Black and Privilege, Empire, Party Line, Jeremy Brooks, and so much more. Chicago PD, Empire. I think I said Empire. Yes, I did. But he'll be here Wednesday, April 22nd at 5 p.m. On our live. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And we will, in turn, be on his show, which is the Simeon Henderson show that he has online as well. And he will be interviewing TK Talks. Yes. All right. So we're very excited about that. Anything else you want to talk about before we close this popsicle stand?
Just make sure you go and follow us on all social media platforms. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, please. Anybody that has a Gmail, you have a YouTube. Believe that. I'm telling you, it don't cost nothing to hit that subscribe button. Also, subscribe to me and my daughter's page, S&M Squad. You know, it's just something we doing while we're on break. I call it a break because we'll be back up and moving soon. So just go ahead and hit those subscribe buttons, man. I see a lot of people starting their YouTube, whether it's mukbangs, whether it's, you know, just a mother and daughter, whether it's a couple thing, you know, just support one another. It don't cost a dime to hit that subscribe button. So go and hit that subscribe button for TK Talks with a Z and S&M Squad.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and close out our show right now. It's a little premature, but that's okay. So we'll be back this Wednesday.
Yes, we have more
and
content
Saturday. And remember, if you want to be on our show, it takes nothing much but to just inbox us or email us at tktalkshow@gmail.com. That way you can inbox us and so we can give you all the details you need to know. Or you can just drop a comment below and we'll get to you that way as well. And if you would like to have a personalized commercial that is aired during our episodes, we customize them, we make them. You just supply us photos and videos and we'll do the rest. And during our show, we will play them for our viewers. Yes. Okay. All right, yeah. So it has come that time that we should say goodbye. Join us again on our live.